How did it feel just to be back on the football field?
Felt good, unfortunate, to go down like that. Been through it before. Knew what I had to do. So it was fun to be back out there, and I'm glad I came out the game healthy.
You seemed pretty upset when it initially happened. Did you fear that it was worse than it ended up being at that point?
Yeah, definitely. Thought it was going to be the worst, planned for the worst. They told me they didn't know for sure. Had to go, obviously, do the whole MRI thing, but was glad what it came out of, and just glad, I can be able to come back for the season.
What was just that recovery process for you?
Obviously it wasn't as bad as, it could have been. It was a lot shorter, so it was kind of, what it could have been in a much shorter time. I was in the locked out brace for a while, and then kind of just did PT after that, went to the slow running, and then, got it back out onto the field. So it was kind of that long thing built into, 4 weeks, whatever it was.
Like, just how that hit came, obviously. Sorry, just being in the flat, hit kind of. Had a few of these, injuries now. How do you kind of mentally just block out like the fear of, wanting to just preserve your knees?
Yeah, it's part of the game. You got it. Unfortunately, it's something you got to deal with. I don't put any shame on the guy that did that. It's fully part of the game, fully legal. It's unfortunate that it happened, and could have been a lot worse too. So at the end of the day, I just got to look at the glass is half full, not half empty. It could have been a lot worse. Coming back, it could happen again. That's something that I'm okay with. And just obviously hoping it won't, but it's part of the game.
Like, how have you seen Miller handle the last 3 weeks, the adversity that he's faced?
Really well. Miller's a really strong and tough dude mentally. No one has to deal more than what the quarterback does. So, being close to him, seeing him on and off the field, and I'm really proud of him and how he holds himself. He's a real good leader through thick and thin, whether we're winning or losing. He's always real consistent about what he does.
And what do you think needs to happen for the team to see out some of these close wins?
I think we just need to obviously play better football. I think we just need to be more consistent. We show flashes of really good football, but it's too much of high and low. We need to eliminate some of the losing football.
Some of the younger tight ends were kind of thrown into the fire in your absence. Yeah. What did you make of their performance?
I'm really proud of them. They did a really good job. It's tough to kind of get thrown out there as a freshman, especially tight end. You're blocking some big dudes, running routes against some experienced guys. So really proud of those guys. I think it's really good for them to get that early in their career. I think that'll, do a lot for them later in their career. I didn't have that early of an experience, so I think that'll be a good kind of head start for them. But they did really good with the reps that they got. Can't say enough about them. So.
Just, injuries can lead you to dark days, especially in a recovery period. I didn't know if there was anyone that you used as a soundboard, maybe on some low days where you wish you were out on the football field.
Yeah, it is tough. I think watching on the sideline is probably the hardest part of the injury, but I just have to give credit to my family. They were really supportive of me. We're there every step of the way, and sometimes you have those dark days of not knowing what's ahead. So it was good to kind of springboard stuff like that off of them, and they've always been super supportive of me. So yeah.